You've painted a lot of people on walls before. Michael Jackson, the Freeway Lady, Ed Ruscha. Have you ever, prior to this project, did you have any intentions at all of doing JFK, of doing Ronald Reagan? Were those things that you had ever been toying with?
It was, when was it? It was in the 70s that I believe her name was Barbara Ahrens, who was the president. She was a German, for German extraction, and we would go back and forth to Germany, and she was the president of the Artists for Economic Action when I was on the board at the time of them, and we talked about me going back and painting something on the Berlin Wall then. And I was very disappointed when, anyway, she went to Germany and just didn't come back. I lost touch with her. But, and I was thinking then of painting President Kennedy on the Berlin Wall at that point in the 70s. And so it was something that I thought about for a long time, and sort of commiserated about having not been able to do it. But, and now with, you know, in 80, what was it, in the 80s when Terry Noir, a French artist who moved to Berlin, started painting his sort of caricatures and funny little creatures on the wall to sort of demystify the wall, which was really the right thing to have done. Hopefully they'll be able to bring him back, and he'll be able to put some things on both sides of what I'm doing. And if not, I would even think, as a tribute to him, to get some of my students from Otis or from some people from USC or somewhere, and to reenact as a monument to Terry these figures, just as he would have done them on both sides of the two presidents.
So from my understanding, the Berlin Wall is made out of solid concrete. It's about 100 miles long. That's really heavy. Is that coming to Los Angeles?
Well, the Berlin Wall was really made in 4 feet wide by 12 feet high sections, much like K-rails, and I made out of solid concrete. What we're going to do is replicate those pieces. We're using this clay lath that comes from Austria. We're actually buying it through Berlin. Fresco School has been using this material, and this enables us to make it, covering the steel rebars, much thinner and yet much stronger than the original concrete wall or any other concrete wall. And it'll last longer, and it's greener, and there's no mold will be in it. It's marvelous that it came along at the right time.
So you've been really busy lately too. You just finished exhibiting your Michael Jackson mural at Look Gallery, and you're also working with the Steve McQueen mural that you'd like to put back up. You're a busy man. How do you have time? What is it that inspired you, that made you say, I'm willing to donate my time to this project as well, on top of everything that you're doing?
Yeah, every once in a while. I remember 1984, 1983, 84, when the Olympics came to town, was one of those years. I look back in my resume and I think, all these things were done in 1984. How did I manage to do it? It looks like this is going to be another one of those years. I mean, first of all, I get this big show at the Look Gallery of missing murals or unseen murals, where Michael Jackson, of course, was the centerpiece of it. Steve McQueen was up there too, and now this year I'm going to put Steve McQueen back on his original house, my first mural that I painted in Los Angeles in 1971. The Freeway Lady, I'm putting her up hopefully by the end of this year too, in a new location. She was, for many, many years, my most sort of, you would say, heralded mural, because she was the first mural ever on a freeway, you know. And it was this lovely old lady with the Afghan. But when they hit me with this, and I agreed to do it for free, it was because I really saw the opportunity to paint two heroes of mine, JFK and Ronald Reagan. And I'm sort of an old-fashioned liberal. I'm a JFK liberal. I'm the kind that still has an open mind, you know. And I really love both of these men equally. And to be able to put them on a wall to divide the walls between these two people is just too great to be able to paint them. I've always wanted to paint both of them at different places anyway, and here's an opportunity to paint both of them. I'll do it for free.